Today we'll look into the logical formulas if, and, or, and switch. There's four functions we'll look into today. If function. If function is built around a logical test. Logical test generally results into two values, which is either true or false. So if value is evaluated as true, then it will return value 1. And if it is evaluated as false, then it will return value 2. We'll see an example of this. First example is uh, we want to write a function which would evaluate the age. If age is greater than 12, then it will be regarded as adult category, else it will be regarded as child. So we will build that formula here. So it's function if bracket logical test. The logical test would be age greater than 12. If it is greater than 12, then the category is adult. So any value which is of a text format, it should be written into double quotes. So if age is greater than 12, then value is adult. And if this condition is false, then the value would be child. So if we enter any age less than 12, then the category would be a child. If up to 12, so any age value up to 12 will be regarded as child, and anything above 12 would be regarded as adult. Okay. Second example, if age is less than 13, then child, and if greater than 60, then senior citizen, else adult. Now here we have more than one conditions and more than one category. So we have basically three categories here: child, adult, and senior citizen. And the age range is, so here we are trying to evaluate if age is less than 13, then the category is child. And if age is not less than 13, so it's greater than and equal to 13, but it's also greater than 60, then it will be a category of senior citizen. However, if age is neither less than 13, well, nor greater than 60, so if it is between 13 and 16, so if age is 13 to 60, then it will be an category adult. So it's a bit complex than normal if function, but we can achieve this in various ways. Let's see the simplest way. So here we said if age is greater than 12, then adult. Okay, so we would start with the simple one here. So if age is less than 13, then it would be a child category. Else, if age is not less than 13, then what? So then there are two options. Right? It can be either senior citizen or adult. So we need one more logical test to prove whether the age comes under senior citizen category or adult. To do that, we need to embed, or we can add another if condition. So it would say if age is, let's say, greater than 60, then category is senior citizen, and if this is not the case, then the category would be adult. So we add close parenthesis to finish this if function properly, but we need one more parenthesis to finish the first if condition. So as you can see, the color of the parenthesis matches, so the orange open parenthesis matches with close orange parenthesis, and so the brown. So now if you enter age above 12, it would be adult up to 60, and if you enter age after 60, it will be senior citizen. So this is called as nesting of if loop. You can add one if condition inside another if condition. Okay, let's look at next logical operator or function called as AND. So this can be used when you have more than one condition. So this might help to get rid of nesting of logical functions. So if you have two logical tests and if both result into true, then value 1 would be the result, and if any of this is false, then value 2 will be the result. For example, if the age is greater than 12 and less than 61, then the rate, or let's say ticket rate, will be £20, else it would be £0. So we are trying to build a function here which would check that the age is greater than 12 but less than 61. So there are two conditions which are together, and we can use them into if loop. Your logical test will be and first logical test is whether the age is less than 12, and second logical condition is age is, sorry, the first case is age is greater than 12, and second is age is less than 61. If this is the case, then the ticket rate is 20. Number can be entered as it is. It doesn't need to be in double quotes. If you put double quotes, then Excel will treat the value as text. So if age is greater than 12 and less than 61, then the rate is 20, else the rate is 0. So by doing this, you can avoid nesting of if loop. You don't need two if conditions. This way, if you enter age 12 or less than 12, then the value would be 0. Or you enter age greater than 60, then also value will be 0. If you enter anything in between, then the value would be 20. Okay, so this is how you can use AND function. The same function you can use in a different way. So the next way is, let's say, OR function. In OR function, if you also have more than one logical test, but if any of the logical test, any one results into true, then the answer will be value 1. And none of it is true, then only the value would be 2. So in OR condition, any value, any logical test resulting into true will give you the value related to the true logical result. So we'll try to use it here. It says if age is less than or equal to 12 or greater than 60, then the rate is 0. Else the rate will be 20. Yeah, 0, else 20. So it's basically the same function but in a different way. So we'll check if or age is less than or equal to 2, yeah, or age is greater than 60. In that case, value would be 0, else value would be 20. So we get the same result here as well. So age less than 12 or greater than 60, value would be 0. Anything in between, value would be 20. So if I activate show formulas, you can see two different ways of achieving the same thing here. So greater than 12, less than 61, we use AND function. So this will make sure that if the age is between 12 and 60, then value will be 2. Whereas here, what we will do is that if age is less than 12 or greater than 60, then value will be 0, which ultimately means that if age is between 12 and 60, then the value would be 20. So it's one and the same thing, but different ways of showing or expressing it. Okay, now let's see the next logical function. Say switch. So switch function is used when expression can have more than two values. So if uses the expression which results into true or false, and then the values related to true and value related to false. Whereas switch is used when expression can result into various values. For example, here expression can have value 1, 2, 3, or 4, and based on that you can derive the results 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let's try to use switch function to decide the day, a weekday for any date. So for example, if this is a date and you want to know which day in a week this date belongs to, then we saw in our date and time module a function called as weekday. Okay, you can use weekday serial number, so use the date, and the return type, I will use return type 2 where number 1 corresponds to Monday, and it returns day 1, which means Monday. If I use today's date, which is 8th of July, and 8th of July, today is Sunday, so it returns number 7, which is Sunday. So instead of day, let's say I want to type the day name there, like these ones, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and all. So to do that, I can embed weekday function inside switch function. So I can use function switch. The first argument for the function is expression. So my expression would be weekday h32, which will return me the values from 1 to 7. So value 1 can be 1, and the answer for value 1, or the result 1, would be Monday. Or if it is value 2, then it would be Tuesday, value 3, Wednesday, value 4, Thursday, value 5, Friday, value 6, Saturday, value 7, Sunday, sorry, double quote, Sunday. enter, and based on the date, to return the day. So 3rd April is Tuesday. We can check that. So 3rd April was actually Tuesday. Okay. So this is the formula we entered. For the values and the result for the values, you can also use the references. For example, I can enter it like switch. The expression will be weekday, date, and return type 2. And for the values and result, instead of using the hard code value as 1 for the value and Monday for the result, I can use these referencing. Like I can select this cell for value and corresponding cell for result, comma, value 2, result 2, comma, value 3, result 3, comma, value 4, result 4, comma, value 5, result 5, comma, value 6, result 6, comma, value 7, result 7, bracket complete, hit enter key, and that will also give me the results. The advantage of this is if I want to change this to, let's say, a full name, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then you can see that if I'm using the referencing, then the changes here will automatically be used in the formula results if I'm using the referencing. Otherwise, if I use the fixed values, then it will return the fixed values. All right, so this is about using logical functions. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe.